Hey everybody, this is Barry from NoodleAgentAi. Today I'm going to do a follow-up tutorial on a tutorial I did a couple of weeks ago using Zapier to create a QA chatbot for your website. Today we're going to give that same chatbot some additional functionality. We're going to give it the ability to detect new emails in your inbox. It's going to have the ability to read this email and then craft a draft message for you to approve or to edit. It's super simple and it's going to speed up your time and keep some consistency with your answers to people. So excited to get into it. Let's get started. Okay, so we're going to cheat just a little bit today and we're going to use a template from Zapier. Now, once you get more comfortable with Zapier, you could probably whip something up like this pretty simple, but I don't see why we shouldn't use the template. Why not? It's there, right? Now, I'm going to put the template link into the description below, so don't worry about that. We're going to click the button here and we're going to see what it looks like. All right, so when you open the link, you can see here, it's a pretty simple automation and it has three components. It has the new email component. That's going to link up to your inbox. It's going to detect if a new email comes in. If one does, it's going to take the important information. It's going to send it over to the second component, which is the Zapier chatbot. Now, we did create this chatbot a couple of weeks ago. So if you haven't created it already, go to my other tutorial. It'll take you 2 minutes, 3 minutes tops, and then you can jump back in. Now, once that chatbot has the information, it's going to query the QA database that you set up. It's going to pull the information back in, and it's going to give a response here in the draft. Now, this draft information has the content from the chatbot, but it also has the, who to send to, and all that information as well. Let's get set up. So we're in the new email setup here. Now, I have a few emails in here already, so it knows, what email I'm using. If you're doing it for the first time, then all you have to do is log in your Gmail account like you would normally, give it permission, and that's it. It now has access to your email. Now, we have a trigger event here, new email. If you click on that, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can use as a trigger, but we do want this new email, so we're going to leave it there, and we're going to click continue. For this one here, we want it to look in the inbox, so the label or mailbox, we're looking at inbox. If you click that open, again, there's a bunch of other things in here that you can have it look in instead. We want it in the inbox, so we're gonna keep it there and press continue. Now, because you've set up your email address, to help test this, it's going to take a few emails, a few of your latest emails, so you can use the data. Now, what I've done to make this test a little bit more accurate, I have sent myself an email with a question that I know the chatbot can answer. So I've got the right information going to the chatbot and I can start testing this properly. So you don't have to do that, but I recommend doing that so that the testing process is a lot simple. I already know that's the right information, so I'm going to click record. If you don't think it's the right information, you can click on one of these and it will show you the email until you find the right email and the right data. Click continue, and then we go to the chatbot. Now, in the first tab here, the setup, generate reply to message, I think that's the only thing it can do, so that's fine. We'll just leave it at that. Go to configure. In the configure, you can set your chatbot. Now, I've got a few chatbots already in Zapier, so I have selected this one here, email responding chatbot. If you have several chatbots as well, this is where you can get the right chatbot to use in the right inbox. Now, if we look a bit further down, we've got the conversation key. This is the from email, so whoever sent the email, so that the chatbot knows where it's coming from. And the user message, this is the information that you're giving the chatbot. So you've got from name, which is me in this case. The chatbot's going to use that. It's going to say, hi, Barry, blah, 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 and it's going to use my name. Email subject line and then email body. So this is the information that chatbot's going to use. It's going to query the knowledge base. It's going to bring back its response, and then it's going to go to the create draft. once it's got the information, okay, we're going to go into the setup, create draft. Here in the create draft reply, again, there's a bunch of things you can do here as well. So you can create label, you can even delete the email. There's lots of stuff you can do here, but we want to create the draft. Click continue, and then it has the email configuration. So the first one here is the thread ID. So this is how it knows that it's the chatbot's on the same conversation. It uses the same thread ID. So every time the customer responds, the chatbot knows who it's responding to, and it can follow on with the conversation. Now, again, because I'm using the template, I didn't need to have to set this up. If you did need to set it up, there's a little plus button here on the right hand side. You click that and it'll show you all of the different data points you can use instead. Now to the to email, so I'm using the from email, so that means the person who sent the email in the first place is the person who we're going to send it to now. Again, we're using the template, so I don't really need to touch this, but it's good to check. You've got CC and BCC and you know, all the regular things when sending emails. The most important thing here, the body. So we have got the response text from the chatbot. You can add different things to here as well. If I click on here, I can, you know, go into new email, and it's got the information here, or into the chatbot as well. So if I wanted to add to this, I can. I don't want to add to this. I'm just going to leave it as is. I'm going to press continue and go to the next stage. So this is the test. I do recommend you test at every step. And let's refresh, retest this step. And it's going to see it has all the right information and it can send it properly. So we've got data in. Thank you for reaching out. Here's the cancellation policy. So here is the chat from the chatbot. So I know it's answering correctly. And if I go to publish, that's it. The chatbot is done. Now, once you publish, start sending yourself some emails as well to the inbox. Within about 1 to 2 minutes, you'll see it go in the inbox, and then you'll see a draft be drafted, and then you can start testing. It's really as simple as that. Once you get more confident and maybe you've got more requirements, you can start adding to this, right? So in between these components, you've got add steps. So say if I wanted to automate this and I don't want it in a draft, I might have an add step after the chatbot. Could be a timer. So I might time it to respond, you know, 5 minutes later or 10 minutes later, so that it doesn't respond immediately with a minute, so you can, you know, make it feel more like it's a human responding. At the end of here, the add step, you know, maybe you want to put in a trigger that lets you know when it's finished. So if something's in your draft email, you know, maybe you don't look at your draft email very often. Maybe you've got staff members that use the same inbox, and if your bot is putting things into the draft email, maybe they're not coming to it in time. So, you know, I might recommend, you know, looking at, you know, adding a step to let you know personally that the zap has completed and something's in your draft box. So, you know, you can see how you can start building this up and doing different things with it as well. So that's it. If you do it yourself, let me know how you go. If you've added extra steps, I'm really keen to see, you know, how you've done it and how you've improved on it. It's been great doing this tutorial with you, and I'm trying to do these weeklies or a couple of weeks. So, you know, join the channel, start conversating with me, start, you know, anyway, let's get out of this. Have a great day.